Hey, hi. How is it going? Huh? Did you have a good weekend? Happy Tuesday to you now. It's a mm, it's a wonderful morning here in Seaside. It's rainy and drizzly and all of those things that happen when water comes out of the sky. So, you know, just those sort of things going on here. All right, I got my computer here. I hear my sound. I'm safe. I'm silly this morning. You should know that. I'm silly, and I'm going to turn my E and F around. Affected fiercely from lack of coffee. No, lack of sleep is what it is. My dog is, she's she's a nervous Nelly, and the older she gets, the more nervous she gets. And last night, she was so nervous that Pappy and I could not figure out what was going on. She just, there must have been something, excuse me, outside, like a beaver or a coyote. I just saw a coyote out on the spit, which is unusual. But this time of the year, they get hungry. And so, she was up all night, like whining to go out. And then she'd go out and she'd pee everywhere, everywhere. So, that's a good sign that there was something out there. She's an Alaskan Malamute, which is called an Alaskan Shepherd. Beautiful dog. She looks just like a Minecraft dog. Yeah. Okay, screenshot taken. Welcome to the Mammy Mushrooms channel. I'm Mammy. Land. This is PixelArt is an instructional series where we throw blocks, or I call color, and make pictures. So this is beginner to intermediate. If you don't know what we're doing here, then and you want to join or catch up, please do go back and view kind of some of the earlier stuff, like season 3, episode 1. You can pick that up now on my channel. Some of the earlier things you might be able to pick up on YouTube. I'm not sure, but I'm now posting every episode to YouTube, so you can just view at your leisure, my liege. Okay, so here we go. Gosh. Hey, guess what? Good morning, good morning. We slept the night away. Good morning to you. Hi. All right, well, let's get busy. Longer? Come on. I'm over here in the Navy Yard. And this is where you kind of come into the entrance of 5B. So this is the Navy. This is open ocean out here, so you could just boat in here if you want. But if you want to actually enter the kingdom via boat, you got to go through this bridge that Peppy built. And it's right along the railway. Coincidentally, if you're coming into 5B by rail, you also have to go through the bridge. And so we thought that coming along the rail in the winter areas, because this is all snow, all cold, high up in altitude, you can see 5B is made in an iron mountain and an emerald mountain. And so we started our series with just making a diamond, because a diamond sparkles and makes I didn't want to make a snowflake because I'm going to use that later on. So I had to use a diamond to show the sparkle of snow. And that was just a very beginner pixel art. You can see that on season 3, episode 1. Then we moved to this piece, which is season 3, episode 2 and 3, I believe. And we made this little heart scenery in a box. And now we're moving from beginner to beginner intermediate. This is a big pixel art, but it doesn't have very many colors. And so it's still just kind of an intermediate piece. I showed how to use code and remove block quickly and easily, and then how to use code and add block quickly and easily last week. So, you know, go see. Go see what it looks like, because it's pretty easy to do if you want to build in your world. One second here. I can't get control of my computer. Okay, there it is. Okay, I am in control and ready to go. So let's go get our colors. This is not very many colors, and here's our colors. We've set them in a row, so in case we ever forget what they're, like that color and that color, they're so close. And so sometimes you forget, what did I put that in? Or you accidentally mix up your colors. Here's my colors right here in proper order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's 10. I have to place that one. 11 and 12. And so I especially picked this tree because it's not a Christmas tree. It's just a big old beautiful fir tree. And then it can be, decorated afterwards in whatever form you like. So if you want to make a Christmas, you can. But I am going to put a little star at the top, and that's going to pull it from beginner intermediate into intermediate, because we're going to combine two pieces of pixel art. All right, well, hey, let's get busy. We got a lot to do. Yammering on for 7 minutes already. All right, so if this is our center grid, last week we completed one whole grid, which, yes, is about 1,000 block. We're going to do that again today. Starting right now, soldier. Pick up your feet. Let's go. All right, so starting at the center grid, this is all ones right here. So just go ahead and put in a whole row of ones. And if you're not familiar with what we're doing, then, like I said, you're going to have to go back, pick up what we're putting down so you can join us. I forgot to do something. There you go. If that's too loud, turn your sound down. If it's not loud enough, turn your sound up. Easy peasy. I like things that are easy peasy. Don't get me wrong, I like a challenge. I'm an artist, so we love challenges. We love weird and different, but I still try to be, I'm getting old. I still try to be, I try to conserve my OJ, baby. Okay. 7 number ones on this second row. I can't throw very good, can I? 3 nines. To the grid. Easy peasy, just like that. This is a really cool, I love the use of purples in here. It's also one of the reasons why I chose this one. You'd think, oh, wood, let's do wood. But no, it's so cool with this color. All right, the next row has 5 ones. 3 nines and 2 11s. Ooh. So now we got to transition. 1 goes up. If this is 10, then this is 11. 11 comes down. And we're going to throw it twice. Yeah, just like that. It is easy peasy, isn't it? So while you have this 11 in your hand, because we're going to need to go back to ones, let's throw ahead just a little bit. So in this next row, starting at this grid, go ahead and throw it 3 times, just like that. And then on the next row, throw it 4 times. Do it again. And do it again. Awesome. There's more coming, but that's a good start. So now go ahead and put your belt proper. Not yet. Excuse me. Not yet. So skip this row and go up here and put 2 11s right there. And then go up and put 3 11s right there. And then go up and put 4 11s there. Now put your belt proper. That just means put 1 through 9, 10 through 12 in the right spots. Okay, good. Okay, so we've kind of, advanced up a little bit. No big deal. So the next row starts out with 4 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4 1s, 3 9s, and those 3 11s that we put in already. So we're going to move quickly now because we've already just kind of advanced up. And we've gone advanced. Okay, the next row starts out with those 2 11s. And now we need 4 9s to finish that row. Easy, huh? The next row starts out with those 3 11s. And we need 3 9s to finish this row. I know, it's nice, huh? Next one that has 4, you guessed it, 2 9s, and we're caught up. Wow, very cool. Okay, so moving back again now, we're going to have to pull that 11 back down. So let's do that. Up goes the 1, down comes the 11. And the next row starts out with 4 of them. 2 9s, 2 11s, a 9, and an 11. Nice. Okay. Sorry, I'm just marking off. Okay, now the next row is going to start out with a 1, but let's ignore that for now and just put some 11s down in advance again before we have to go back to proper. So that's a 1, so leave it blank for now. We'll put it in when we get our 1 back down. And for now, put down 11, or 4 11s. Very good. Skip 1, or that's a 9. You might as well put it in. 2 11s, a 9, and an 11 at the grid. Very good. And now, it'd probably be easier if we put the 1s in. So let's just do that. Put the 1s in, advance, and then we'll come back and do the 11s. So this one already has a 1. You can see that. So that one's done. Okay. Now all I'm going to do right now is kind of advance up a little bit. It's no big deal. We just need 4 rows of 2. So 1, 2, row 1, 1, 2, row 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. Okay, so that's how the 1s should look. Perfect. Bring that 11 back down now. Okay, so going into the next row, it starts out with the 2 1s that we have right there. Now put 5 11s. Wow, 2 9s and an 11. Nice. Look at that. Okay, the next row starts out with 2 1s, which we already have, and then we need 5 11s again. Two 9s and an 11. Okay. Next row starts out with the 2 1s, which we already have. Then we need a 9. Great. And then 4 11s, 2 9s, and an 11. Oh, nice. Super. Okay. We're almost caught up already. See how fast we go? The next row has those 2 1s that we put down. Now 2 9s, 3 11s, and then 3 9s to the grid. Like that. Good. Okay, we're going to switch it up a little bit. So before we put the 11s away, come over here to the right grid and put in 2 9s and then 3 11s and then 2 9s on the next row and then 2 11s. Good. Okay, now put the bell proper. Great. Now going back to this row, we're going to start out with 2 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a number 6. So throw it twice like that. And then 3 9s. Hi, Peppy. Peppy just got back with groceries. 3 9s. And then here's the 3 11s. And then 2 9s that we already threw. Woohoo! Okay, the next row starts out with 2 6s as well. And then a 2. Yes. We like. 3 9s. There's the 2 11s and 2 9s that we already threw. Boy, my game is really going slow, and I'm directly wired in now, so I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry about the shakiness of it. Okay, the next row starts out with a 6, but only one of them. And then a 3 2 2. Ooh. And then 9s all the rest of the way. Like that. So, hold on. I gotta tell Pappy something. Okay, I'm back. I have to test my sound now. I did tell Pappy our kitty is, he's bringing groceries in, and we got this new kitten. His name is Jinx. And he's wily, man. We adopted him from the pen. He's an escape artist. So you got to really watch him. He waits and listens for a car to come home, and then he goes and sits by the door. It's not that he runs away. He just gets out, and then he just stands there and waits for you to catch him. But we live right by the highway, and I've lost a few animals that way. I just don't want that to happen. Okay, next row. 2 2. So I had to yell at him. Jinx is there. And then a 3. And then 3 2s. And then 4 9s to the grid. It's a little black and white tuxedo kitty, and gosh, he's solid. So have you ever seen the movie A Christmas Story? And he's always fighting his imaginary nemesis Black Bart, and in real life in the movie, he's fighting this bully and these 2 bullies, and one is tall and always has his nose running and braces and just a real wiry kind of guy. And then the other guy that he's fighting is this stubby, like Beretta looking dude, like 2 2s, sorry, and then a 3. 2 3s, sorry. And then 2 2s again. And he's real stubby, and he's real strong, and he's real tight. And that's what Jinx reminds me of, is the little tight. He's just solid as a rock. 3 6s. Ooh, oops. That's our 5s. That's what happens when I talk, see? It's really hard to talk and then call out numbers. Okay, you try it. The next row starts out with a 2. Sorry. 3 3s. 3 2s, and then 6 6 6, the dipple. Okay. Next row starts out with 3 3s. No, 4 3s, sorry. 3 2s, and then the dipple again. 3 6s. I'm just fooling with you. I don't believe in the devil. 4 3s. Starts that next row. 1 2 3 4. 4 2s. 1 2 3 4. And then 2 6s. 2 sweet little 6s. We love 6s. They're pretty. We're not making fun of them anymore. All right. We're flying now because we have the next like 10 rows where we don't have to change anything out. So I'm going to move quickly and give you an opportunity to learn to start throwing down block fast. I'll stop talking too. Okay, 3 3s. Ooh. 5 2s. And 2 6s at the end. Nice. Next row starts out with 3 3s as well. And then 6 2s. With a little itty bitty old 6 at the end. Very good. Okay, the next one starts out with a 5, baby. So if this is 1 2 3 4 5. 5. Now 3 3s. And then 2s to the grid. The directional block, so I had to put it in right. Okay, the next row starts out with a single 5 again. Like so. And then 5 3s. And then 4 2s to the grid. So if you celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thursday coming up to you. 6 number 3s starts that next one. I celebrate Thanksgiving. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 2 5s. A 3 and a 2. So most likely, oops, that's directional. I gotta throw it right. Most likely we will not see you on Thursday for hardcore. All right, the next row starts out with 5 2s. Nice. So if you do choose a directional block in your pixel art, make sure that you throw it directionally the same all the time. For instance, if I throw this way, you can see that that is not the same direction. So, okay, 5 2s, a single 3, 3 5s, and a 3 to the grid. Nice. Okay, the next row starts out with 7 2s. Ooh. Big bow coming up here is what this is. And then 3 5s to the grid. Ooh, light, light, we like it. We like color. All right, the next row has 8 2s. Big bow coming up here. And 2 5s to the grid. I don't think that's a number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chose the wrong color there. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? If I hadn't caught it, it probably wouldn't have made such a big deal, but it would stand out later. Okay, the next 2 rows are only 2s. So big bow there, huh? How many times do you think I could say bow? Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, 7 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 3 9s. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're coming out of that big bow now. Now we're going to start into a different one. Bow, bow. Okay, the next row starts out with 4 6s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 3 9s. And 3 3s to the grid. Okay, the next row starts out with a single 6 followed by 2 8s. Ooh, subtle change there, see it? And then 3 9s. 2 3s and then 2 7s. Ooh, 7 you say. Ooh, that might change. I don't know. It's just there's not very many greens required as from what is needed in this piece. Out of 12 colors, almost all of them are green. Look at that. So, you know, you had to go into some shades of blue in order to make this pixel art work, but I really wanted it. So, we'll see. 3 8s. 1, 2, 3. 2 9s. 1, 2. 2 3s. 1, 2. And 3 7s to the grid. 1, 2, 3. Pixel art is easy, right? It's just organization. Okay, well that was 10 rows of not having to switch anything out. Now we got to switch out. So bring a 12 down. A 12. Ooh. Dark. Okay, throw it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Let's just go ahead. Throw it 3 times there again. And then here and here like that. Very good. You can put your belt proper now. Done with the 12s for a while. Just going back to the first row that has 3 12s. Now 2 9s. A 3. And 4 7s to the grid. Okay, the next row has those 3 12s that we threw already. That's followed by 1 9. Then 1 2. Then 2 7s. And then 3 5s to the grid. Nice. We'll pull back here in a minute, take a look. See what it looks like. Okay, the next row has 2 2s in front of those 12s. And then the 2 12s that we threw. And then another 2 right there. And then a single 7. Just like that. And then 4 5s to the grid. Like that. Number 4 and number 5 mess me up, man. Those colors, I don't know why. I have to count every time. Okay, the next one starts out with 5 2s. Ooh. We'll do this row and then we'll pull back, see what it looks like. 1 7. 1 5. 2 4s. See, here we go. Nice. and 1, 5. This ought to help me get them straight in my mind. Okay, the next one starts out with 5 2s again. Oh, I forgot to pull back. Next time, we'll do it next time. 1 7, a 5, and then 3 4s to the grid. Excellent. Had to mark off before I pulled away. So there's the base. Oh, cool. This is interesting, this little circle here. I'm sure it's just a bow. Bow, bow, bow. Okay, a 3. I'm gonna have to take a sip of coffee here. 5 2s. A 5. Just one itty bitty old 5 and 3 4s to the grid. Very good. Okay, let me have a sip of coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, are you there? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I am drinking Kicking Horse or Kicking AZZ. It's actually A followed by a couple of S's at Amazon, but I don't know if I can say that on here. Kicking Horse, Kicking as coffee. I hate to give anyone free promotion, but I owned a coffee shop for 25 years, and I got to tell you, this is probably one of my favorites. Ever since closing the coffee shop, not being able to have like straight up, espresso anymore and lattes. Okay, 2 3s. Still satisfies that genuine coffee need that no more espresso. So I'm gonna have to recommend it. A single 7. That was 4 2s, by the way. A 5, and then 2 4s to the grid. Has really good flavor, really good aroma, really good aftertaste. It doesn't burn in your belly like some coffees do, and that's just because they have just too much acid and they don't have very good quality beans. 4 3s. 3 2s. A 7. A 5 and a 4. So, I recommend it. If I find a product that is good enough to recommend, then I think that it doesn't matter whether I'm giving someone free advertising or not. 8 3s. And then 1 itty bitty 7. It's a change up, huh? And that is right. It's right next to those trees. Okay? I just had to make sure and look. Double checking. Okay, the next row starts out with 3 3s. How many licks does it take to get to the center? 3. 7s all the way to the grid. Like so. Five 7s. Ooh, we're starting with 7s. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4 5s. And then 1 7 at the grid. Okay, the next row starts out with 7 as well. We need 4 of them. Like that. And then it's 5s. Oops. Darn it. Hold on. Okay. And then it's 5s to the grid. Nice. We're getting there. We're so close. Look how far we've come. Whoa, we're more than halfway. Okay, the next row starts out with 2 5s and then 2 7s. And then a single 5. And then 3 4s. And then 2 5s to the grid. Okay, that next row starts out with 3 5s. A single 7. 5 4s. And a single 5 at the grid. Okay, that next row starts out with 3 5s, a single 7, and then 4s all the way to the grid. Nice. So I got an incubator, and I've got eggs in there. It's so weird, growing eggs. Okay, 3 5s. It's a new experience for me. 1 7. Or 2 7s. Ooh. And then 4s to the grid. Candling has been a challenge. I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to be seeing, you know. But I'm guessing that when I see it, I'll know it, and then I'll know forever. Like, oh, I was just looking at yolk, or it stopped growing, or it's really kind of sad too. I had one that was doing great, but it stopped growing on day 11. 3 5s. So then when you crack it open, you see this adorable little big-eyed chick that was growing. It's kind of sad. 3 7s. So it's a whole new experience for me. 3 4s. I'm a huge animal lover, and I have a huge empathy skill, you know, for animals and people. And so sad. Okay, 2 5s, but it's really weird to look at an egg, 1 7, that I eat all the time, and see what it can grow into and how much energy is in that tiny egg, because it can grow up to be a whole chicken. It's just amazing. 5 3s and 2 7s to the grid. So it's like the experience is things I did not expect. And I don't recall ever doing this in like elementary school. You know, I'm probably too old that they had incubators back then. I don't know. I don't remember them. A single 5, and then a single 7, and then 3s all the way to the grid. A single 7 starts that next one. Look at that. Looks good. And then nothing but 3s to the grid. Okay, that next row starts out with 8 3s. And 2 2s. So what did that take? Like 10 seconds? 15 seconds maybe? So if you can stay organized and focused, you can really move along quickly in a PixelArt and throw 1,000 block in no time. 4 3s. If I'm not instructing, I can just fly through these, but it's not always a good thing because I make more mistakes. I'm sorry, a 6 and 2 9s, and then 3 2s. Okay, that next row starts out with 2 number 3s, 2 6s, 3 9s, and 3 10s. Ooh, so up, down, and throw the 3 10s. And there's one here too, so you might as well go ahead and throw it. And then you can put your belt back proper. Okay, that next row starts out with 2 2s and 2 6s. Two 9s, 3 4s, and that single 10 that we just threw earlier. Okay, the next row starts out with a single 2 followed by 3 6s. A 9, and then 5 4s. Nice. Okay, that next row starts out with a 2. One of them. And then 3 6s. And then nothing but 4s to the grid. Cool. A single 2. 2 6s. A single 2. And 4s to the grid. So in my hardcore game, I'm collecting material to do another pixel art in that. Now it's much harder to do pixel art when you're just in survival mode. You have to build scaffold and you think of collecting all this material. It takes time. It takes like 6 months for me to collect material. But I have a huge rail and I ride around on my rail and I can, go down off my rail real quick and run around and get the material I need. And so that's what I'm starting now. So I'm going to be starting a lot of adventures in hardcore and not so much building because now I got to go get material for my next pixel art. 4 2s. And that's going to be fun. Going on the adventures. 4s to the grid to go get all the material I'm going to need. I'm going to make a huge, it's going to look like a big giant red amanita mushroom going into a mountain. So it's on the rail. So it's going to be really cool. So if you want to build in survival mode, you might check that out when that starts. But that's not going to be titled as like a seasonal thing. It's just hardcore. You're going to have to look out for it. 4 2s. But it'll say like mushroom, mushroom house or something. Okay, we need that 10 again. So bring that down. Throw it once, and then it's just 4s to the end of the grid. But keep that 10 spot in your 1, in your transitory. Because we're going to use it right now. Okay, that next one starts out with 2 10s, and then 3 2s, and then 4s to the grid. Nice. Okay, that next row starts out with 3 10s, 2 2s, a 10, just 1 10, and then 4 4s to the grid. Nice. The next row starts out with 4 10s, 2 2s, 1 10, and 3/4 to the grid. Next row starts out with 3 10s. Oops. 2 4s. Switching it up there, huh? 2 2s. And 4s to the grid. Should be 3 of them, and there is. Okay, the next row starts out with a 4 and then a 10. So a 4 and then 1 10 and then 4 4s, a 2, 1 10 and 2 4s to the grid. Okay, the next row starts out with a single 4 again, followed by 1 10, and then 5 4s, a 2, and then 4 4. Yeah. Okay, the next one starts out with a single 4 again, 1 10, 5 4s, a 2 10 4. Nice. Okay, next row starts out with, you guess it, a 4, but this time 2 of them. Ooh, and a single 10. And then 4 4s. And then 2 10s. Ooh, 1 4. I know, I get excited for the silliest stuff. I really do. It's easy to please me. I get excited for dumb stuff. Okay, the next one starts out with 3 4s. 1 2 3 4s. A single 10. 2 4s. And then 4 10s to the grid. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to need those 1s, but before we do that, let's utilize the 10s that we have in our hand. So go to this right grid and throw 5 10s. Very good, just like that. And then up 1, throw 3 10s. Very good. Then 2 again. And then 4 times. 1 2 3 4. And there's some 10s around in here. We'll have to just get them out when we get to that. Okay, so going back down to this row, it's a single 1 right there, followed by 4 4s, and then the 5 10s that we threw already. Okay, the next row starts out with 2 1s, so we don't have any throw block behind us anymore, so we have to throw down. 5 4s, no problem. You don't need throw block. And then the 3 10s. You don't need throw block to make pixel art. It's just easier if you do. Okay, the next row starts out with 3 1s. And then 5 4s. And the 2 10s that we threw before. The next row starts out with 3 1s. And then 5 4s. And the 2 10s that we threw before. The next row starts out with 4 1s. Say we're coming to the top, so this is all background color. Remember, 1 is background color. I may take it out. I don't know. We'll see. 5 4s, and a single 10. Okay, the next row starts out with 4 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Now we need a 10 here, but we put it away already, so we're gonna have to quick like switch, throw, switch. We're back to proper. Okay, and now 4 4s, and then the 10 that we threw already. Okay, that next row starts out with 5 1s. 4 4s, and the single 10 that we threw already. Okay, the next row starts out with 5 1s, and then 4 4s, and then the single 10, the last 10 that we threw. Next row has 5 1s in it. And now we need a 10 again, so quick like switch, switch, throw, switch, switch, and we're back to proper. And then 4 4s to the grid. Very good. Just like so. Okay, the next row starts out with 6 1s. And 4 4s to the grid. The next row is, the next 2 rows are identical. So you should have 3 rows of identical there. Okay. The next row starts out with 6 1s. And now we need a single 10. So quick switch, throw, quick switch, back to normal. And then 3 4s to the grid. Like so. Okay, the next row starts out with 7 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 3 4s to the grid. Very good. The next row is, actually the next 3 rows are identical. Like so. Okay, the next row has 8 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 4s. Or I'm sorry, 8 1s and 2 4s to the grid. I apologize for that. You're all probably like, what? 4s? No. Okay, and then the remaining rows, and there's like 10 of them, are all 1s. And that's background, and I'm not sure if I'm doing background, so I'm just going to do a couple of rows here just to give you significance. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. It looks kind of like a little angry man with a little angry hat. But it's a tree. It'll make more sense. That's really cool. A screenshot. Nice. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not see you. Hello. How are you doing? By the way, I wanted to ask if I can make some custom art for your channel. Oh. Hmm. Well, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Stella, so I'm just going to call you Stella NGL. But thank you so much for stopping by. I do my own custom art, hun, and I actually do custom art for other people's channels as well. But I do charge. So, appreciate it though. And of course, would love to see what you do. So, uh, mammymushrooms at gmail.com. I have Instagram, mammymushrooms at Instagram. I have YouTube. You can send me anything that you make, and I would gladly post it on my Instagram or YouTube feed or whatever. I prefer Instagram, by the way, and show what you do. So everyone, Stella also does some art, but you're gonna have to tell me what drop your disc or IG in CHA. Disc or ig in cha. Okay, well, I have no idea what that means. Anyways, thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hi. Kindly join me next week where we will do more on our tree. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate it, and happy Tuesday to y'all. Take it easy. Oh, you know what? I've got to make a clip. Hold on. You can go ahead and head on out if you want, but I need to make a clip. So, I think I'll do it right here. Okay, ready? We're going to make a clip for my Instagram and for my channel in 3, 2, 1, and 1. Place that 1 there. I don't think I'm going to make a clip. It's really hard to tell what it is. So no clip there. No clip there, no clip anywhere. I'm off. Gonna have a good Tuesday. See ya. Be at peace and joy. Don't kill yourself overeating, but enjoy your food guilt-free. Eat double your calories on Thursday. Be thankful for those you love and those you've lost. And give them all a hug. It ain't no cost. Just be joyful to people. For one day, be kind. No matter what you're feeling, get out of your mind. It's okay to be nice. It's okay to be sweet. You don't have to be fake. You don't have to repeat. Just be friendly, kind, and smile. It'll make you feel good for quite a while. Bye. Happy Tuesday.